First serve goes out wide to the forehand. I think both players are going to use that serve a lot. Last year, Berdych won a couple of singles titles, taking his career tally to 10. And this is his 12th consecutive appearance down under here at the Australian Open.
Kilo.
40 love.
Yeah, Berdych.
Oh, finishes the opening game off with an ace, so the confidence right there. 1 love, Berdych. This is Murray's 15th Grand Slam semi-final, so he's been pretty consistent as well. Semis of the Australian Open 5 times, this man.
Love 15.
And another area that we'll be focusing on, Fiery, I'm sure, is the spread, the pace between the first serve and the second serve of Andy Murray. That was a wild miss hit. No doubt some tension in his arm.
Yeah, we can expect Berdych to go after the second serve. If there's an Achilles heel in the Murray game, it has always been the second serve. He starts off rather confidently here with this forehand. Missed a couple in the opening game. That's the serve that I think he can do well with. He seems to get a little bit more movement off that one than Berdych does.
It's his favourite serve, the one out wide on the first court, and tremendous cut when he's serving to the ad court. Prefers, likes the one down the tee as well.
Like that. So both those, you can just see the curve on that, the movement on that serve. Both those first serves. Around about 177k, moving away from the racket there. That's what we're talking about.
It certainly is. And that's where the match could come down to. If this becomes a very closely, hotly contested match. See Berdych inside the baseline. He punished Nadal's second serve at times in the previous round. Needs to step it up again against Murray tonight. Shot that one for Berdych. He prefers the cross court of the forehand. Both players can be vulnerable with the forehand down the line, but he certainly got that out the middle of the racket. And Murray, again, with his court speed, retrieving ability, he wasn't even close to it.
Got a little bit of top on that one, but normally he doesn't have a lot of margin for error off the ground, Berdych. juice. There's a come on from Murray,
no,
so both men settling into it very quickly.
I know, Fred, you've called some of Murray's matches, but have you been impressed with the way that he's come out and he's refrained from fiddling and messing around, trying to maneuver the ball around early in his matches? He's got the job done quickly, hasn't he, Murray?
Yeah. Well, he missed it. Great retrieving skills that you were talking about there. He did a good job to even get racket on ball there, Murray. And then Berdych misses an easy volley with an open court, so it's 1-1.
So I like the fact that Berdych didn't let this bounce. He came forward. Okay, he didn't execute it, missed into the net, but I'd rather see him continually try that than go backwards and try and blast from the baseline.
Very patient Berdych in that rally, and I think he has to continue in that vein, because Murray's going to give him the slices, he's going to give him the top spin, he's going to give him a lot of different looks. And it's Murray who flinches first. And again.
30 love.
Another easy game so far for Berdych. Remember, Murray played a physically demanding match against Dimitrov in the round of 16, and then an emotionally charged match against Kyrgios in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, 40-15.
So whilst we've been commending him on the starts in his matches early, he's focused. Be keen to see if he can replicate that again, given the last two matches that he's faced.
Yes, well played point, very long rally, gutsy rally. Thomas, I mean, Murray thought that ball from Berdych was long, but Berdych 2 games to 1 first set. Both players have come out with their top serves at 208 kilometres an hour, so they're into it early.
Take your seat, please. Thank you.
And there's the call.
Any seat from now.
Take the seat, any seat for now. Pascal Maria in the chair.
Take any seat, please. Thank you.
Crowd getting restless.
15 off.
It's a very different return for Berdych on the first court today against Rafa. It was cutting down the tee onto his backhand side. Now he's having to really stretch out wide for the forehand.
That's the first point that Murray has lost when he's got the first serve in.
15 off.
And he's yet to win a point. He's had to use the second serve on 3 occasions, and Berdych has knocked them all for winners. There's the drop shot attempt. Too much pace.
15, 30.
Strong backhand from Murray, but set up with a handy first serve, a shorter reply that he could lean on the backhand and generate more pace.
What a difference. We talked about that early. Is the first serve is going to be absolutely essential for Murray. Challenge here from Berdych. It's right through the line, so point stands. Murray goes to 40-30.
Berdych has 2 challenges remaining.
Will be pretty close to. Murray very much aware that the second serve has been tough for him, and that one he went for a little bit more. So that's what happens when you know your second serve is going to be dealt with. Occasionally you'll throw in the double fault. Satisfied that that was wide.
So you don't always have to hit the faster serve when you're trying to slide it wide. Creating some angle, so if you're coming around the outside, you can't hit it with full force. Geez, going with that serve tonight.
All the time. You know, both of them, it looks as though he's just attacking the forehand of Berdych right from the get-go here. So there's a come on from Murray. He's threatened, he's struggled, but it's 2-all.
2 games over.
Murray's effortless power on the serve was evident there. He cracked one there at 211 K. That's the fastest serve from him.
15 off.
Berdych was serving to Nadal in the quarterfinals. Nadal was very deep behind the baseline, almost to where Murray is standing. Murray does a very good job of actually moving forward. He may start deep behind the baseline, but he keeps moving into the ball to help get it back over the net.
Berdych has lost, this is his third service game, he's lost 2 points. 91% of first serves into play. Too good again.
Yep. Swiftly into net after that backhand.
40 off.
Got the ball out in front rather than let the ball continually drop.
Another love game there from Berdych. He goes ahead 3 games to 2.
Berdych leads 3 games to 2.
Keen tennis fan, Kenny Rogers, and he's performing in Melbourne for a few days.
Love 50.
You're a Kenny Rogers fan, aren't you, Fire?
Yes, I played, actually, years ago, played some pro celebrity tournaments with him. Very keen tennis player.
Did you let him win?
I played with him and against him.
Ah.
You know how those pro celebrities have played.
Yes.
Well, a big opportunity here now for Berdych. Murmur goes around the stadium. Love 30. I think he made it. You talk about fitness, that's terrific wheels, because that came as a total surprise to Murray. A little bit slow starting, but boy,
15,
did he move once he got motoring.
I think this is a tactic. This is what Laver brings to Tomas Berdych. Instead of Tomas going full force with that shot, he's aware. I mean, it's a fantastic pickup by Murray. Full stop. Too good. But Murray does, when someone attacks him, he floats so deep. You can always catch him with a short dropper.
Oh, big British crowd here and want Murray to do some damage tonight. Love 30. He's got it back to 30 all. Murray's groundies just don't have that excessive topspin that Nadal was whipping at him last night off the left-hand wing and then flatten it out off the backhand. And Murray just gives him a little bit of a different look.
Let. For service.
Now will he change and go down the tee?
Yes.
Oh, a little fortunate there. Murray backpedaled. Got the shot that he wanted, the short ball, but refused to go forward.
The reaction of Berdych.
He obviously didn't see Murray backpedaling. He hit that as though it was a passing shot. Game point. He's 3 metres behind the baseline as well.
Yes.
So what's eventuating as another difficult game for Murray. He hasn't been able to just break the shackles of Berdych when he's serving.
Thank you.
There's one in every crowd. Come on, Roger. That's a brilliant serve again. Boy, that moves off the court quickly.
Advantage, Murray.
Where that ball landed.
Yeah, highlights it perfectly. Remember, he's 6'5", Berdych. He's got a tremendous wingspan and didn't even reach.
That's why Murray struggles again, but holds. It's 3-all.
3 games all.
He seems to be hobbling a little bit. He keeps grabbing his left hip.
And his ankle. That's the shot that he can start spraying.
Yep.
Berdych.
Off the forehand.
Yep.
Yep.
Much more secure when he just pulls it back cross court.
Murray just looks in disbelief because he really went after that overhead and hammers it, but it didn't have much to spare right in the corner.
More margin.
40-50.
He's not going for such a small target, like hitting the line.
Lost 4 points on serve so far. 13 for 15 on first serve, and he hasn't lost a point on the second serve, Berdych.
Game. Berdych.
Easy hole again for Berdych. He's cruising on serve, leads 4-3 first set.
Berdych leads 4 games to 3.
Will aid that type of serve for Andy Murray, but it also may be of benefit for Berdych if he can create the rally, get involved in it.
Murray's tactic seems to be to try and break the Berdych forehand down.
15-all.
Well, they've had history, really. I'm sure Murray has had a look at many of his matches. It can be the Achilles heel. There's the advantage of with new balls for Berdych. The fact that the way that he hits his shots, very clean, flat trajectory. Once they hit the surface of the court, just shoot through.
Got to be worried for Murray. The second serve, we talked about that early, and 1 in 4. He's winning 25% of points on second serve.
There it is again. I like it a lot.
Not enough on the second serve, is it?
No, that was
129.
his
That's
slowest by far tonight. He's been hitting around the 145, 150, which is quite reasonable, but the tension is starting to build at 15:30. The big man beautifully struck down the line.
Break points. And he breaks serve. 5 games to 3, opening set.
And talk about trying to break a forehand down. Berdych didn't stray from peppering the Murray forehand until he got a backhand that he could whip cross court.
Patiently waited for it, didn't he?
Oh.
And he moved forward and leant into it. Serving for the first set.
That's an amazing return. off of a decent
15.
first delivery. See how he lands in the court, and he's having to recoil quickly.
Mixing it up well.
15.
Good first serve. Sees that Murray takes one hand off the racket, immediately pounces on it. That's the one on
15,
occasions that
13.
tall men have problems with, that mid-court ball. Transition ball, tried to go over the high part of the net. 15-30.
First service.
Tough to serve out the sets now. Berdych had lost 4 points on serve up until this game.
15-14.
And he's blinked. Break points for Murray to get back.
Lifted. You see his head just bob up as he made
30-14.
contact. Andy Murray. It's a shot that he needs to be, well, it needs to be operational tonight. That backhand down the line of his.
Still a break point. There's the crowd reaction. Murray has broken back. 5-4 now, Berdych, first set.
Berdych leads 5 games to 4.
That's why tennis is such an unbelievable sport, isn't it? I think that's Murray's tactics, is not to go to the net too often. He went in early and hasn't been in there twice. He's 2 for 2 when he's been in there, but Berdych has been in there 13 times. I think Murray's going to back himself from the back of the court if he can get his teeth into this. Going to make Berdych hit a lot of balls and extract the errors.
30-15.
Just pecking away.
Pecking away, just bit by bit. He's going to hang in there and win it from the back of the court. If he wins it, then that means that Berdych's got to miss a few. Massive, this first set.
Defending
30-all.
from the moment the return of serve came back to Murray.
It's just a rally backhand, that one, though. He didn't give that enough air at all. He just sort of pushed that into the net. 30-all. Took the risk there on a second serve.
40-30.
A good second serve, a swinging serve. And one of the few times that Berdych is missed on that forehand wing, this one. Sort of get around to it. Game point for 5-all. And he's starting to miss that forehand. That's the Achilles heel of Tomas Berdych. And Murray's making him hit a lot of them. It's 5-all now.
Berdych missing that ball inside the baseline. The rally hit point comparison between both players. On the left there, Berdych trying to be inside the court, isn't he, Fiery?
Yep, trying to make it happen from there. And that's that transition area. He's making a few errors from that part of the court now.
Murray hit 27% of his hit points are very deep.
Happy to keep it in play, Murray.
And another area, the differences between the two players, with Berdych coming into net many more times in this match so far.
Newspapers today had it as the Battle of the Bling, this match, because both men are now engaged, and they showed a shot of the engagement rings for both their respective lady friends. And both of them valued about the money you'd spend. What are you, over $470,000, $470,000, a couple of them.
I'm glad I've been there and done that. I don't have to. There are the two women.
Beautiful ladies. Yep.
30-15.
Not sure how the papers found out about what the carrot size and the.
Well, they showed they took photos of the ring.
Did.
They had photos in the paper. Must have been okayed. This is good tennis now. A good tough battle, mentally as well as physically. Murray backing himself from the back of the court. As we mentioned, he's been deep behind the baseline, keeping balls in play, tempting Berdych to go for the big one. 30 all.
He wins the point, but he has to also be slightly unnerved. The fact that it's a sitter ball and he goes for his big forehand, Murray's there.
Game point. Good game of chess.
It's a lot of lead work for Berdych.
Yes.
Showing that he's capable of getting the ball back and extending the rallies, but it's one extra shot that Murray asks of him. Great mover for a big fella.
Really sliced that one, came right across that ball. It stayed low, barely got over the net.
Advantage, Murray.
Well, you're gonna...
Very difficult to see the late grip change from Berdych. But there's also another look from Berdych towards Murray. The way that Murray enjoyed winning that point.
Break point. He's missed it. He'll be very annoyed with that. He didn't have to do that. He's... What's the problem? Not enough balls? Or...
I think some of them have been lost with the A-frames that surround the court.
6 balls every 7 and 9 games. So, yeah.
It's used ball. It's the same two. Yes.
So they put 2 more balls into play. And they're supposed to be pretty much the same as the ones that have been out there for a few games. Big point though, 5 all, juice.
And that might have
that's strange play there.
It is, but helpful for Berdych, just to maybe ease. It was mounting on his shoulders.
The momentum was with Murray, and at that stage, and a huge serve there gets him to game point. That's wide.
Yes.
He's had a break point in this game. Just kept it going, kept it moving, threw in the slice. That's 2 slices in this game that have forced Berdych into error. Break point again.
Settling into a battle of the backhands. The variety perhaps lies the edge with Andy Murray. The power with Berdych, the variety with Murray.
That's a gift.
Yes.
Murray very upset. 4th deuce.
Both players have a strong percentage through this tournament of successfully returning opponent's second serve. That wasn't a great return for Murray.
Well, survived a couple of break points there, Berdych. He gets to 6 first, leads 6 games to 5. Murray serving at 5-6.
Semifinal.
Continues to work the forehand over, doesn't he?
Spotty play. There hasn't been any real threads of
unforced errors there. You saw 11 of them to 4 on the forehand. Needs to keep to the forehand wing.
30-15.
Again, the return was able to just back off Murray. His ball landed around mid-court and That is a big green light for Berdych's backhand.
Been on court for an hour, and they haven't finished the opening set yet.
Such an aid to land that first serve into the corner. Return comes short enough, and that's where Andy Murray has been tight in this tournament so far, going for an aggressive attacking shot.
Murray getting a little over anxious, wanting to finish it quickly. He was a long way behind the baseline when he pulled the trigger on that one. Still a game point.
Yes.
Big mistake, I think, at 40-15 going for that shot. He's gone out of his, yeah, I think he's gone out of his game plan a little there. Had to change the grip there. Berdych on the way forward. Scratch of the head. It was a surprise tactic from Murray, but a good one. There's that stare again.
Yes.
Ball just set up nicely for him. The two-hander. Perhaps a little surprise. Have a look how deep this net cord goes. And that was, well, I think that was past Murray's racket if that had cleared the net.
Game point for 6-all. Deep. So first set after an hour and 5 minutes goes to the tiebreaker.
Players receive one additional challenge.
Murray's had a couple of opportunities. As I mentioned, their tiebreak record so far this year, Berdych has played 4 and won them all. Murray's played 3, has won 1 and won 2 and lost 1.
Murray.
Smart play from the Scotsman here. Plays a little finely attuned short drop volley.
A risk. Murray doesn't miss too many of those backhand passes, even from the depth of the court. Just didn't get a clean enough hit, I don't think.
He didn't get in the middle of the racket, did he? He got it on the top of the frame.
Little wind from Berdych, sending it further wide.
1-1.
More natural up at net, Andy Murray, than his opponent.
Murray.
And really forced to come in off the return.
It wasn't a great approach shot, but it was a great volley.
Berdych is a player that when he arrives at net, it's almost he arrives and is motionless. Andy Murray on that last point was continually moving forward, trying to cut the angle off.
That's good depth. Murray off the ground has kept the ball deep.
3-1.
But he's been successful. When he gets it short, Berdych is able to lean on it. Point like that, Berdych was pushed back. 3-1 Murray.
Too good. Combination of pace and placement.
Strangely enough, that's only his second ace of the match. Comes at an opportune moment. Broke a string, I think. Broke a string and the ball flew.
3-0.
There it is, and that's what happens. That's bad luck. As soon as that happens, the ball just flies. You could hear it go. Murray's doing a good job reading the serve, isn't he? 3-3, huge point here. After that one with a broken string, flew long. Wasn't deep enough. Was not deep enough in the court, and that's where Berdych has been able to lean on it.
4-3, Berdych.
Yeah, down the centre third of the court, and that's a very favourite forehand for Berdych.
First service.
Oh, that hurts.
4.
His second double fault for the match.
Nice comeback from
5-4.
Berdych after serving the double fault.
Yep.
He was given a short ball and he played it confidently, got himself to net.
One of Murray's favourite shots at topspin lob. It was a good one, but he's up over a tall man, 6'5", -1.96 m. So 5-4 Berdych. All. Someone with a set point after this point.
5-all.
Great serve. Make sure, look at those feet. They're working overtime just to get him set for the forehand. Tremendous rotation.
And it's Murray with the set point.
6-5, Murray.
This is set point number 3, I believe, for Murray.
Talk about walking a fine line.
6-all.
Change ends.
Berdych's forehand just clipping the sideline.
Massive edge the winner of this set has.
That's more like it.
7-6, Berdych.
Well, this is the first set point that Berdych has had. And comes with an ace. He's third. Opening set goes to Tomas Berdych. 7-6 in 76 minutes. Well, even that's a little bit of gamesmanship when you walk right past him and you whisper in his ear, "Well played, Thomas."
Sure. Throw it down the other end. Andy Murray has been gesturing and celebrating.
It's all there.
It's a bit of feeling.
They've played one another 10 times.
15 up.
And they've all been in pretty much round of 16s or quarterfinals or semi-finals. They've all been meaningful matches. They haven't been first to second round. A big edge now to Berdych.
30 love.
Sensational. To be able to just time it perfectly with your court movement at full speed. Afraid I've seen you move to your forehand like that as well. Devastating it was.
Yeah, mine was a little open. My grip was a little further open than that, though.
Flashy forehand of yours.
First game of the second set goes to Murray. He's down a set. A lot of work to do.
Voices of a quartet in the crowd. Murray supporters. Okay. So Murray wouldn't, he's not going to go away in this match. He knows that if he can just stick in here and just trying to plot the points out and provide an opportunity for Berdych to miss at the baseline. But that first set certainly was significant for Berdych. He may start to loosen up. He hasn't been getting those cheap points. Not that many aces. He's been serving on average around 9-10 aces per match.
Come on, Andy, he said. Murray lost here in the quarterfinals last year to Federer, playing his 10th straight Australian Open.
If we can see points like that, the standard is going to lift very quickly.
30-15.
Unbelievable get this one.
Well, the lob and the get. And Berdych unloaded on this forehand. Clipped right into the tape.
30-all.
It's the return of the tournament, that one, the type of return anyway. It's off the second serve, straight down the middle of the court, straight directed straight at the server. And again, it was Berdych not quite balanced.
(30-40).
Backhand down the line of Andy Murray.
Another opportunity. It's called long.
Berdych is under the corner,
There'll be a
right
challenge.
baseline.
Murray played it.
Ball was called out.
So Berdych's got to be a little lucky here on the call. If it's good, they replay the point. And it is deep. So Murray gets the break.
Game Murray.
Murray leads 2 games to love. Second
Murray
set.
leads 2 games to love. Berdych has 2 challenges remaining.
And the return quality off of that 208K first delivery from Berdych. Murray says, thank you. That's in my hitting zone.
(50-off). (30-off). (40-off).
Murray with a cheap service game here if he can do this. Consolidate the break and run away to a 3-love lead. He does just that. 3 games to love. Murray leads down a set.
Murray leads 3 games to love.
Oh, he tripped. He sort of went over on the ankle. Just had to let the ball go. He's okay though, I believe.
Huh. Yeah, just couldn't rebalance in time.
Couldn't get a racket on it. Had to save himself from a fall. Another one. Checking the shoes.
Love 30.
There's a lot of force taking a tumble there. Great job in getting back up.
Berdych is challenging the call on the left center service line. Ball was called out.
Looked pretty good. Yep.
15-13. Satchel.
Set the point up well. Just didn't get enough angle with the backhand approach shot, and then it was one overly large step there.
As you mentioned, he's not anywhere near as comfortable in that area of the court as Murray. He bricked that one, so break point now for 4-love lead. It's out. Well, I would have thought after the first set, that was so closely contested, the first set, and Murray's run away to a 4-love lead in this second set.
Well, that was not going to be ending in an error from Andy Murray. He made sure that he was hitting with enough clearance. And there's certainly been some passion from Murray when he's been winning key points tonight.
Love 15.
Fifteen all. That's a good serve again.
30-15. 30 all.
So do you think the focus for Berdych is to see if he can level up into this set, or
if he can,
is on the third?
Depends on this game. If he can win this game and whole serve. If not, well, 5-zip, he's got to let it go.
Some aggression from Murray. It's a bit more like he has played in the early stages.
40-30.
Certainly his best match of the tournament would have been against Dimitrov. Shining tennis there. Beautiful forehand down the line that set the point up for him to come forward.
Game point.
Let for service. Yeah, Murray.
What a great second serve from Murray. Looks up to the players' box there, pretty happy. 5-love, he leads second set.
5-2.
So this is a game that Berdych should try and win, because he would like, I would think, he would like to serve first in the third set.
Love 15.
First set we saw Berdych at net
Love 13.
numerous times. And in this set he has only arrived at net on two occasions and has lost both points.
I don't know whether Murray at the changeover will go around and say, well played, Andy.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
I think our camera crew are ready, poised to follow these two.
Oh. 15-13.
Even though that missed, that puts the doubt in Berdych's mind when he gets that short ball. Murray's reading this and he just misses it. So next time there's an opportunity that he may want to overplay it and Murray get a free point out of it or get an error.
That's the forehand that you were talking about in the tiebreaker, Fiery.
Yeah,
40,
exactly.
30.
He's been winning the rallies when they've been going. He just tries to add a little bit. He doesn't hit it in the middle of the frame. That doesn't get the timing right. So game point.
Yes.
That's a big serve. 204 down the middle.
Advantage. Got it. Yes.
Depth.
Yep.
Advantage. Murray.
Getting pretty good rhythm now, Murray as well. Hour and 45 minutes, and it's set points for a set apiece. And that's it. That second set goes to Murray. It's one set apiece.
Murray
Second set took half an hour. Murray to start the third. Woody, in that first set, Murray was only winning.
15.
It was 20%, 25% second serves. In the second set, second serve points won. The second, he won 80% of the points on his second serve.
And that's an area that Berdych wanted to
Capitalise on, yeah.
totally.
think Murray had 3 set points in the first set and lost it.
There's a point right there, 116 Ks for that second serve.
Yep.
Berdych probably 2 feet behind the baseline.
First set he was 3 feet 2 meters inside the baseline, knocking winners off that second serve. On the line.
Majority of this rally up the center third of the court until the backhand from Berdych. You'd like to see a second serve, Thomas. He doesn't get it.
30 all.
Murray off the ground as he makes contact with that right in the corner. And it was depth again. Berdych knows it.
40-30.
Deep ball from Murray, and Berdych lifted up as he went through the shot. Smart play. Murray comes back, wins the first game of the third set.
First game.
Boy, he did a good job sneaking in there, didn't he?
The wheels after that backhand, that's the one he had a crack at.
Even though he was basically on the service line, he was way behind the baseline when he started to move forward.
But I liked with the forehand grip, volley, the racket's out in front, so he's showing Berdych that he could go cross court with it or even execute the one that he did. Nice short drop volley. Momentum swings in tennis. They can certainly be unsettling. That's 7 games in a row now for Andy Murray.
Berdych anticipating this to go on for a while because he sent 2 rackets out to get restrung and gave Pascal Maria in the chair instructions to call into the office to tell them exactly how he wanted them strung, at what tension. The mains and the cross strings a little bit different.
30 love.
He's annoyed. He doesn't want to let this momentum swing, this streak of games, stop. An early break of serve in the favour of Murray could really break the match wide open.
He's reading the serve very well.
30-15. $40-15.
Well, Murray never moved on that serve. The serve came right into the slot. So he applied the pressure. So still 40-30 for Berdych.
It's Danny there in the front row. Physical therapist to the left of Danny, Per Basthold. Used to work on the ATP tour.
Again, Berdych.
Berdych stops the right. It's 1-all. Third
One
set.
game on.
Yeah, it's probably easier for those physios if they can get the right guy to work on one guy rather than 128 when they get to the Grand Slams.
Odds are they're certainly going to have their hands ready.
Yeah.
A lot stronger. Get out those, rub out the aches and pains.
Tremendous rally. It's got to be the longest rally of the night.
So it is 25 shots and full-blooded. I think this is something a forehand to forehand rally that Murray probably should not steer clear of. If it was backhand to backhand, maybe Berdych has the edge on just due to power.
$30 love.
The movement moved a yard. Curved right out away from the racket.
30-15.
Another one in the same spot. Murray now with 6 aces, 7 aces for the match.
Berdych is hanging the corner on the left baseline.
Now this for mine is a bad challenge because it's 1-all. And Murray's leading 40-15 on his serve. And he does get it. But still, I still think it's a bad challenge.
40-15.
He doesn't lose anything by it though, but if that's out, then he wastes one. Murray gaining in confidence now. 2 games to 1, he leads.
Murray leads 2 games to 1. Left for service.
Well, that might be a challenge there. Yeah.
On the right back side.
It looked as though, not that we can see from here, but just by the way Murray attempted to hit it, it looked as though it might have zipped off the line. And it did.
15 off. Là.
Early preparation from Berdych, and he has to hit it well. As Murray's hovering in that corner, he's reading the Berdych forehand.
Body love. Easy service game for Berdych. 2-all, 3rd set.
That's the type of game he really needs, just to be able to go through comfortably. Preparation, he loads on that right foot. That's what he creates the parry, pushes off. Gets those hips going through the forehand as well.
For service. Service.
Oh, he had a good look at that.
15 off.
Murray didn't quite get it all down the middle of the court.
Had to make a split decision.
Yep.
Berdych. That was the final shot. He lost balance.
It's wide. So easy service game for Berdych, just what he wanted. Now this is exactly what Murray wants, to put the pressure back up the other end of the court. First time we've seen that one tonight.
Yeah, and the more that he plays it, I think it shows us that he's becoming more confident.
Murray holds firm. It's 3-2. He leads.
Murray leads
set.
3-2.
Oh, it's the right slice. The slice was the right shot, but it was just too short, wasn't it? In mid-court. This one, look where it bounces. And an easy opportunity there. He says the slice, it needs to get deeper than that, though. Murray saying, yeah, good serve, good body serve, straight at him there.
The ball just keeps following him. He's trying to get out the way of it. The way the courts are playing this year. To sliding serve, very effective.
Pretty quick service games in the early stages of this third set. So shake of the fist there from Murray. He would love to put a bit of pressure on here.
Yes.
Put it back from 40-15 down. He's got it to juice by double fault, aided by a double fault from Berdych. Yeah, smart serve, smart forehand, smart move. Everything from Murray now. Break point.
Murray.
Berdych's got to be a little annoyed here at 40-15 lead.
I think it was 40 love, Fred. He said back-to-back double faults. This is devastating for Berdych to have surrendered and coughed up a break point. That's an overserve. The ball toss was so low.
Pressing.
Yeah.
Murray is standing in the corner on the left side. But what's going on?
Second serve of Berdych is something that they've spent time in the off-season working on.
A matter of inches this game, though, isn't it? What a turnaround. That one's good.
The second serve was good. The forehand was even better.
Yes. Advantage, Berdych. Murray has 2 chances to make.
Well, he's got to consider himself a little fortunate here, Berdych, because he went 2 double faults and then break point down. He clips the line with a big forehand.
And he's still not out of trouble yet. Should never have been in this position. Murray able to give himself plenty of room on that second delivery. Berdych trying to aim it into the body once again.
Berdych looking for something cross-court there. It's caught off balance, moving to the forehand. Berdych really paying the price on the serve. We talked about the first serve and how it would impact this match. First set that Berdych won, in the end he was serving at 88%.
Yep.
Now his match percentage is 63. And this set it's only 48%. So a big opportunity here for Murray once more. What a point for Murray. What a point for Murray as he breaks serve. 4 games to 2.
New balls, please.
The ability again for Murray behind the first serve. 210, and he made the return.
15 off.
And the more that Murray can spread Berdych.
Oh, better it is, yeah.
Yep.
He's a bit unlucky he's not out of this in 3 sets if he continues this on. 3 set points in the opening set. Not out of it yet, though. Hasn't won it. At 4-2, 15 love. Building in confidence. Her serve percentage is getting better. This set, he's won 10 out of 11 points when he's got that first delivery in. Oh, you can just see it in his stride now too. Murray's
end of the court, yeah. And even down the other end of the court, the stride is just not as strong from Berdych.
Again, Murray.
That one's long, so it's 5 games to 2. Murray looking for a 2 sets to 1 lead.
Murray leads 5 games to 2.
Now 2-5 down in the third, serving to stay in it.
Just to highlight what a great job Murray has done of nullifying the serving power of Tomas Berdych. He hadn't lost serve since the second round.
Berdych, that is.
Tomas Berdych,
yep.
And that was against Jürgen Melzer.
He hasn't lost a set up until this semi-final match.
The weapons that have helped him arrive to this stage of the tournament, just not on fire.
We've got to give Murray credit there. Murray's reading the serve very well. Reading the serve, you watch the ball toss, you get an idea of the patterns.
And Murray actually did an interview yesterday before this encounter saying that in actual fact Berdych should be starting the favourite.
40-15.
He's got Danny Valverde on his team, and Danny knows my game like the back of my hand. So he should have a very distinct game plan. There's Danny. Murray also reminded everyone that he's not out there to battle Danny. The opponent is Tomas Berdych.
Did he let Danny go? Berdych, whole serve now. It's 5-3. Now Murray will serve for a 2 sets to 1 lead.
In response to that question, Fiery, I'm not privy to that insider information, but I believe that Danny would have remained on board, but felt that maybe it was time for a change.
That came about after he changed coaches.
Yeah. And I think after he's been associated with Andy for many years, grew up with him when Andy attended the Casal Sanchez Academy in Barcelona. Perhaps after the departure of Ivan Lendl, that Danny might have been elevated as to really the primary coach. That didn't happen.
Tough to serve out sets. Murray won the opening point with a swinging serve. It's Berdych's job here to make sure he makes Murray play. He's got to get the returner serve back. There's got to be a solid return. That's excellent serving. He's picked his service percentage up. 70% this set for Murray. 30-15. That's long. It may be a challenge here because you can't take them with you. No challenge, set points now.
Just lost the direction, Murray. He was under plenty of duress.
Set point still. And Murray changes direction on the serve. Comes up with his ninth ace, and that takes him to 2-1. 2.5 hours this one going right now.
Sorry? I think so, yes. 15 off.
Well, there's a branding
30 off
on Murray's thigh. Have a look at this. He's great wheels to pick this up, and yeah. The hamstring. I should say the quad.
Love. 40-15.
Berdych wins the opening game of the fourth set. Murray leads 2-1. We talk about attendances. at the Australian Open, and what they are, the Day 11 night attendance, that is tonight, is 17,108 to see this first men's semi-final. Overall attendance for the day, 31,903. So they're piling in to this year's Aussie Open. Last year, 643,280 fans attended. The record, 686,006, was set in 2012, and the tournament director Craig Tiley, I spoke to him yesterday, he said this year they will break that record. It will be between 710, 725,000, depending on the weather the next couple of days. That's massive.
Enough.
It's the average ground stroke speed from Murray, so he's picking it up as the match goes on. That shows you he's getting a little more confident in what he's doing.
No. $30-15.
Murray again playing that one out wide and then backing himself with the forehand down the line. $40-15.
Now, I would have said that Murray's favourite serve, or the one that under pressure he plays on that ad court, is the flat wide, but
tonight this is the one that's working, isn't it? And he's picking on
Yeah,
that
Murray.
forehand again. Murray with that swinging serve. That's ace number 11. It's 1-all. Talked about the number of spectators coming through here. Just quickly, the economic impact here. They say the Australian Open creates an estimated $239 million in the economic benefit to Victoria, along with 1,440 jobs for these 2 weeks. A huge sporting event for Melbourne. First Grand Slam of the year.
$15.
That's wide.
30 love.
still not the exact plan, I don't think, for Berdych. He's having to fight for every point on his own service game. As one would expect, obviously, but the fact that he's not getting these cheap points, there's one that's just occurred for him.
Well, he's reading that serve, but it's at 40 love.
40-15.
Murray reached the quarterfinals of the Grand Slams last year, and fourth straight year that he'd reached the quarters of all Grand Slams in a calendar year. Didn't win any though.
Yeah,
And it's a good service game there from Berdych. He leads 2 games to 1, but he's down 2 sets to 1.
Very similar numbers, I guess, Fred, even to the
Thank you.
at court.
Yeah, and that's what we said right at the start that he would do, and that's the way he's been able to break the Berdych game down. Berdych a lot safer, I think, on the backhand wing. The forehand is more explosive, but it's brought just enough errors for Murray to creep in front. Murray, settle down, settle down. He says he's got the game plan, stick with it.
Of course, his standard's been solid over 2 sets, hasn't it? So Berdych will be hoping that
he dips a little, yeah.
And if he does, Berdych has got to be ready to pounce.
Well, I think Berdych could play a good set here because now he's got to be a little bit more relaxed. He's got to say, well, I have to win 2 sets. How do I win them? I've got to hit some winners. He's not going to hit. He's not going to beat Murray from the back of the court.
No.
Playing rallies. The longer the rallies go, well, most of the time you've got to give Murray the edge.
At first serve on at love 15, 169, sliding down the middle. So he's also not exposing his second serve. He's getting a good percentage of first serves into play, Andy Murray. There's another cutting one out to the forehand at 156. So he's really asking the question of Berdych. You're going to hit that forehand, you're going to generate all the pace yourself.
Replay the point, overrule from the chair. The body language, Murray's got to have a look at that body language and think, hey, I'm not too far away from this if I can just keep the pressure on. Right in the corner, so Murray starting to hit that backhand down the line with accuracy right on the paint. 2-all, 4th set.
Is that the length of the dip? Just 1 point for Murray. He lost the opening point of his serve and followed it up with some savvy serving.
Yeah, the last serve just 143k, but it got the job done. As you mentioned, he's not having to go to the well too often on the second serve. First serve percentages for the match up 67%, which is very reasonable. Much better than Berdych. Murray will back himself to win a bigger percentage of these points. Berdych has to start to go for a little bit more. Both arms up, good rotation, very high ball toss, and then he unleashes the power. Yeah. Flatten that one out. I think he's got to do more of that, flatten it out. He's been trying to compete with Murray by giving the ball a little bit more margin.
Coming around the outside of that forehand, Andy Murray. Bringing it back into court. It's not a bad angle from Berdych, actually. And
it wasn't in until it clipped the line, was it?
Danger time now for Berdych. Murray baiting him with his position to return that first serve. Just couldn't get it early enough.
Talking to himself there, that was a very important point there. Second serve, 2-all, 30-all. Solid point there. Murray annoyed with himself. Berdych goes to the front, 3-2. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Berdych has got to do something special to get back into this here. Break serve.
Too safe. There was a ball that landed short. Berdych can't stay in the rallies for that length of time. Not right now. He's up 3-2. That's the one there that he should be getting the racket below the ball if possible and hitting for the corner.
Well, he had to retreat, and that's what caused the problem.
Yep.
And Murray got a good deep forehand in. Ace number 13.
Stays within reach in this game. Just the vision to see that the ball was going to be played back defensively. Berdych swoops on that forehand drive volley.
Just turned around in a hurry. Murray, an opportunity in the last game. Annoyed with himself at the sit down. Maybe cost him a little bit of concentration, and now 30 all. Just a slight lapse, and things have turned around. Berdych now with a break point. Hasn't had one. He's only had one in the entire match, Berdych, and he was successful with it.
Well, he's just got to go for it now, Berdych. Even stronger green light here.
Yeah, you got to go for it. The worst thing that can happen is that it's deuce. What a save.
Yes.
Beautiful move by Tomas here coming in. This was a good time to get in. Perhaps, well, if you have to break it down, didn't quite get in close enough.
Didn't do the job, did he? He had the opportunity, and he knew he hit a good approach shot. Has to expect Murray to tag those when he gets there.
That's how tense it gets for the fiancés at courtside.
Code violation.
So if there's any further infraction from Murray for time delay when he's serving, he loses the first serve.
Yeah, and if he's receiving, he loses the point.
That's right, yep. See if Pascal Maria keeps the time clock going. A little steerage there. I think he was surprised that it wasn't cutting away. It was there. He didn't have to take more than one step. let out an almighty roar if he holds this service game. It's at the end where his former coach is sitting. Pascal Maria might get an earful as well.
That one out of the stadium though. 3-all, fourth set.
New balls, please.
Call for new balls.
3 games over. Love 15.
That's probably the worst return he's hit. Worst return there from Murray off a second serve.
Just giving it a little extra something at the end of that.
Well, it was the squash shot that saves it. Unbelievable. He was totally out of that point. The reaction after this is something special. He just glares at Berdych.
It's like, yep.
Murray is challenging the call on the right center of service line.
I think it was good the way it left the court. Yeah, right spot on the paint.
That's
30-all.
Murray has 2 changes.
Unbelievable retrieving skills from Murray, but he couldn't get it back deep enough. Berdych makes no mistake with the overhead. And there's the stare again. There's a little bit going on down here, I think.
Who do you think's winning this stairs? The scoreline's giving us some a story, but he's there again.
So the delight of the crowd here. Berdych, the effort from both these men now. Berdych leads 4-3, but he's down 2-1. What's the first serve? First point. Big here for Berdych, if he can win it.
Final.
That got what it deserved, 126. Still would like to see Tomas in a little closer when returning the second serve. He's a big guy, he's got presence. Look more ominous. Another chance. And it was there, he wanted that backhand. Maybe a little too soon, he got over the top of it. Right there, that stat could hurt him tonight, Berdych. Serve's gone astray for Murray in this game.
That's what he has to do, take a few risks. You mentioned it, we've seen Berdych mature over the years, haven't we? And I can remember watching when he got to the round of 16s at Wimbledon for the French for the first time. And he's come a long way, but he still gets tight. And the players know that if you can stay close, but that's Murray needs a serve or two here. Can't buy a first serve in this game, so a danger point right now. That second serve, 117K. That was just an absolute spinner, and it was very short. And he got away with it.
Well, I feel confident that I could get around and have a rip at a forehand. He also had a shorter forehand in that rally, Berdych, and didn't follow it in. Esther Satarova.
And Murray then with a better serve. Evens it up at 4-all.
That was a big game for Murray to survive mostly on second serves. Very calm has Amelie Mauresmo been.
Love 15.
She stood up when necessary. She's been clapping. Just a couple of little verbal affirmations.
Big point, first point for Murray.
Berdych is challenging the call on the left far side. Ball was called out. 30-15.
Compact return, soaking up the pace
30 all.
of the first delivery.
He read it well once more, though. He's picked that serve all night. Huge now. 30 all. Slice again was the right shot, but again, right in the middle of the court.
40-13.
He was under the pump there, wasn't he? He's trying to get back to a stronger court position. Pretty decent from Berdych, though. At forehand, he's misfired a few times tonight.
Berdych holds 5 games to 4, fourth set.
Berdych leads 5 games to 4. Didn't
get to that ball, Berdych. Wasn't struck with a lot of authority from Murray. To take a racket off it, hand off the racket. Murray read that beautifully. What a great defensive lob he puts up.
30 love.
This one here goes over the top. Berdych plays it at half court. Murray jumps all over it. You can see he's in the air when he takes that one off the backhand wing. Love.
40 love. $40-15.
Losers here, or the loser's in the semi-finals. Either one. Semi-final loser, $650,000. You win, you get a chance to win it all, or $1.55 million as the runner-up. $3.1 million to win it. Not the money for these guys. They've all made a few dollars.
40-13.
Murray, 40-30. Both fiancés starting to get a little nervous as this match tightens up.
Yeah, Murray.
That's deep. So we're at 5-all, fourth set.
5 games all.
Well, that really was a big game for Andy Murray to survive. Made his opening first serves into play. Oof, that was a wild ball toss there from Berdych. And Fire, you could have picked that at the right time. There's the girlfriend of, fiance of Tomas Berdych, Esther Satarova. But you noticed in that last game that maybe a little fatigue, a little slow reaction from Berdych.
Had to take one hand off the racket and didn't really move that well. Oh, that's just too good. It's still in play, though. Oh, he missed it. Quite incredible effort from Murray. It just shows you the foot speed, and he had time to sort of turn around and play a two-handed lob off that. And it was an aggressive lob.
The overhead, though, look, he didn't get any chunk of the overhead, Berdych. Little slow to react.
Yep.
And it's such a fine line for the players right now. 3 hours, 20 minutes. But just the slowness where they don't anticipate the ball, react after the serve. And if he's not landing first serves, there's no leg work in these first serves from Berdych.
This is a huge point for Murray. Has to do something with it. Oh, and that's a gift. You can see him tightening up. Mentioned that earlier.
15-14.
Not moving that well. A little slow getting out of the way of the point before, and then a bad double fault gives Murray 2 break points. That's long. That's long. So Murray with a shake of the fist will serve for a place in the final when we come back. Murray has stuck to his game plan, and it was to wear the forehand down. He's forced Berdych from going for the big winners to start off with to trying to give the ball a little bit more air, and it has all been Andy Murray's tactical manoeuvres to make it work. That was a tied move to that serve. It's been successful for Murray all night. The one
30
down
love.
the tee. 30 love. He has saved the best to last, Andy Murray. 205k serve and a ripping forehand
40 love.
brings up 3 match points. Finish it.
Murray, 231, 6-7, 6 love, 6-3, 7-5.
Been successful all day for him. He went out wide with the serve on the first court, down the middle on the second, and he takes out Tomas Berdych 6-7, 6 love, 6-3, 7-5 in 3 hours and 26 minutes.